Hello everyone, I am Sai Chintal. Me and Sahil Gupta will explain about our Python intern project. Our problem statement is create a graph function that takes any dataset and create a box plot and histogram for numerical variables and a bar chart for categorical variables, and then save them as a PNG files in a specified directory. If no directory is specified, then by default the graphs get stored in the working directory. This function also gives an additional argument to the user to choose a list of columns. If no list of columns is given, the default setting must choose all the columns of the data set. Our prototype of the project is function name graphs with arguments data, columns and directory. Data, which is the data frame of the interest. Columns, which is the columns of interest. By default, it will take the list of the columns. Directory, which will take a path in the system. By default, it will take the current working directory. Our expected output is PNG files of the histogram and box plot of the numerical variables given in the data in the column set, and the bar plot of the categorical variables given in the column set. The file name of the image file should be the name of the as a variable. These are the libraries such as NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib, which we are using to create a function. These are the data sets we are using to test the function during the function call. In cars data, cars and origin are categorical columns. Rest of the columns are numerical columns. In iris data, species is the categorical column. Rest of the columns are numerical columns. We are defining graphs function with arguments, data, columns, and directory. In these arguments, columns and directory are optional. If user do not mention any specific columns, then if statement is used and it makes the function to take all the columns to the data. When user will mention any specific columns in order to get outputs, else statement is used only for those columns. Now separate categorical variables from the given data and assign to the data object variable. Then drop all the categorical variables from the data and assign the remaining columns to the data num, which will be the numerical columns. From here, Sahil will take off.
So thank you, Sai. As you have seen, we have separated the numerical and the categorical variable from the data frame. Now we will plot a box plot and a histogram for all the numerical variables in the data frame, and we'll plot a bar plot for all the categorical variables in the data frame. To plot the box plot, we have used the function sns.boxplot, and we have used the function plot.hist to plot the histogram. We have given the column name as the arguments inside the function, which is the column for which the plot is to be plotted. We have used attributes such as color, edge color, and font size for further detailing. We have used the function plot.subplot, which will divide the figure area into two equal plots. The first part will be a box plot and second will be a histogram. We have used the function plot.tightLayout, which will decide the spacing between the two figures. And finally, we have used the function plot.savefig, which will save the figure into the directory which is specified by the user, or which is the current working directory, by the name of the variable in PNG format. And we have placed this entire code inside a for loop so that for each numerical variable, we have a box plot and a histogram. Similarly, we have initiated a for loop for each categorical variable, where we have given the plot kind equal to bar, so that it will plot a bar plot for all the categorical variables in the data frame. And we have used functions such as xlabel, ylabel for labeling and detailing of the plot. And finally, we'll save the figure into the current working directory or the directory specified by the user. So now let's run this function and see the outputs. So first, I will run this for the iris dataset. And as I have not specified any columns or any directory, it will plot the box plot, bar plot, and histogram for all the variables present in the iris dataset and store it in the current working directory. So let's see the current working directory. And here we can see that we have the plots for all the variables present. This is the plot bar plot for the categorical variable. Now we will see a version of this function in which I will use the cast dataset and I have specified the columns such as MPG, acceleration, and origin. So this will plot the graph for only these three columns, and this will be stored in my current working directory. So as you can see, the plot for acceleration, MPG, and origin are stored in my current working directory. Now we will try this function by giving a user specified directory to store the plots. So now we will do this for iris dataset, and we will see that the plots that are generated are stored in another directory than the current working directory. So here graphs is the new directory which is specified by the user, and you can see all the plots are present here. Similarly, if we try this for the cast dataset with the specified columns MPG and origin, a plot for MPG and origin will be generated and it will be stored in the user specified directory, that is graphs. So let's see this. So here we can see the plot for MPG and origin are present in the user specified directory. So that's all about this function. So this will help us in saving a lot of time during the EDA process and avoid manual coding for generating the graphs. In coming days we will be also making more modifications to our function to optimize the EDA process and save the manual coding effort. So stay tuned and watch this space for the upcoming functions. Thank you.